By adding end screens to the end of all of your YouTube videos, you can definitely increase the views and watch time for your channel. So in an ideal world, what you want to happen is someone maybe finds one of your videos in, say, YouTube search, they click on it, watch the video in entirety, get to the end of the video, and then in your end screen you say, hey, I found the perfect video for you, you should watch this. They click on that video or click on that playlist and then binge watch a bunch more of your content, love it, subscribe to your channel, watch your future videos, and your channel just explodes. But what I see is people making a lot of mistakes with regards to end screen. So one thing happens is people leave before they get to the end screen, or once they're viewing the end screen, they don't know what to click on and they close the browser tab or watch something else on YouTube and not one of your videos. So what I want to do today is show you the basics of how to add end screen elements to your YouTube videos. And then if you stick around to the end, I'm going to walk you through a couple of tips to get more people to watch all the way to the end and see your end screen. And then how do you increase the chances they actually click on and view more of your content. Okay, so I just uploaded a random video to our channel. And so if you want help on how to go through all the best practices for uploading videos, I'll link to up above a video that we did about that. But today I just want to show you how the end screen elements work. And so what we need to do is just click through. So if you have a monetized channel, you'll have this tab as well. And then the next one is the video elements. So cards are another great thing to add throughout your video. But today let's walk through how to add your end screen. And so you can actually import from another video or just click on add. What you want to do here is they give you a couple of different pre-made layouts. So here is a video playlist plus the subscribe button, or you can just basically go through one by one and click on separate elements to add to your video. So we could choose video, and then it gives you three options. Your most recent upload, best for viewer. So YouTube is going to take into consideration who is watching this end screen and what should I show them. What we do in most cases is actually choose a specific video or playlist because you know what the content is someone is watching right now. So we actually say in the video, go check out this video and this is why. And so choose specific video. And then we may say, hey, how about how to start a YouTube channel? And then from there, let's add another element and add a playlist. And so here's our YouTube playlist. And a third element would be to go in and add our subscribe button. So one of the things here, if you just go and add them to the end of your videos and you don't actually have a designed end screen, so who knows how much of the screen you're taking up or what's on the screen at the moment, you know, if it's going to look good or not. And so that's why, you know, we're going to go through our next video and design an end screen for you. But basically here's what it's going to look like if you just are talking and have the end screen elements up like this. Another thing you can do here, so your end screen can be from 20 seconds to, I think it needs to be at least 5. And so you can see here at 326 out of 346 is basically the longest I can make this. And then I could go through and shorten these down to 341 so that there's actually 5 seconds of the end screen, which is the shortest. And then if I want the elements to come up each one at different times, you know, I could adjust everything accordingly, something like this. And then if I play from here, you're going to see one at a time, the 3 different elements are going to appear on the screen. But that's basically how that works. So the other element I didn't mention that you could add is a link, so to your website. So if you verify your website, you can have links to your specific website. You can't link to just anything on the internet. And so once you've kind of moved the elements around, added the ones that you wanted, you can click save. One other quick thing to keep in mind is this white box. So you can't actually you can move the elements, but not outside of that. Another thing is it's not going to let you save it if there's any overlap of the different elements that you have on here. And one other thing is you can increase slightly or decrease the size of the different elements by dragging the corners like so. So if you want this kind of out of the way, and then this one, who knows, is more important, you want to make bigger. So that's really the basics. Once you have the elements you want starting at the time you want them to show up in the place that you want, click save, and you're all set for your end screen. And then if you want to see kind of how it looks on a normal video, basically here's what it looks like. Here's our a dozen mistakes new YouTubers make video.
Right here, there's a wealth of information on all the different topics that you need to know to succeed on YouTube in 20.
So a couple of really quick things here. So we obviously designed the end screen to move me over. and then to have plenty of space for whatever that we're recommending. So now I want to go through a couple really common mistakes that you might be making that either cause people to leave your video before they actually get to the end screen, or once they're viewing the end screen, they don't actually click on and view other content on your channel. So the first mistake is actually people not making it to your end screen. We have a whole video on audience retention mistakes that I'll link to up above right here. But what I want to go through today is not all of those mistakes, but basically what happens right before your video ends. So if you're telling people, hey, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. If you say all that stuff or some way of like, hey, our last point is this, or to wrap up or anything like that, someone knows the video's over and they're heading for the door. They're finding something else to watch or closing YouTube. I want to show you a really clear example of one of the videos we didn't do so well on, where we lost the audience way before they actually got to the end screen. So you can see this is our video on how to create a thumbnail. And so the thing is here, you know, we do a decent job of retaining the audience throughout the tutorial, but what I noticed looking at this is at 12:15, we had 29% of the audience. And then when you get all the way to the end where the actual end screen is, you have half of that. Basically what happened is right here is where the tutorial ends. So
if you're not quite sure how to add the custom thumbnail to your YouTube videos, one of the things
And so basically what I did there is finish the tutorial and then I'm like, hey, I'm gonna show you how to upload this to YouTube. This tutorial wasn't actually about uploading a thumbnail to YouTube, is about creating one. And so I think people didn't really want to watch this part, and a lot of the audience, basically half of them, left as I was going through this. If I had just ended the video here and said, watch this next video, maybe I would have gotten a larger percent of people actually seeing the end screen and clicking out of their content. But basically what happened here is half of the audience was lost as I showed people how to upload a thumbnail to YouTube. To show you an example of what you want this to look like, I wanted to show you our how to build an email list with YouTube video. This isn't one of our most popular videos, but if we scroll down here to audience retention, again, you can see if someone started watching a good chunk of this video, we retain them close to the end. And so one of the things at 5:30, if we look at, or even before that, you can see 5:19, there's, let's see what the percent is. 28%, and then even as the end screen comes up, we still have, you know, essentially the same percent. And so if we just take a quick look at this and let it play.
It's not the end of the world, but it's not going to work quite as well. So this video convinced you to start growing an email list. I definitely recommend.
So you can see with this example, the video ended, the main content ended, and we went right to the end screen, making recommendations for, basically in this one, if we let it play.
Check out our email marketing for beginners video and our video on how to create landing pages using ConvertKit. I'll link to both along the side here.
So I gave very specific examples of, hey, you want to learn about email marketing with YouTube or growing an email list with YouTube. Here's the next two videos that you want to watch to learn more about email marketing. It's very clear from that point as the main content, the end screen, hey, watch one of these two videos. So it was a fairly quick transition and very specific recommendations that I was making in this example. Also, we have a free 1-hour YouTube Masterclass. If you haven't signed up and seen that yet, definitely check it out. I'll link to it down below in the description. The second mistake that people make a lot of times with their end screens is having too many calls to actions. So you can see from the example that I just showed you, we made two recommendations that were very specific. Watch this or watch this. In a lot of our other videos, it's just one recommendation. So, hey, if you want to watch our playlist on how to grow on YouTube or this video, you definitely want to check out. So what would happen if I'm ending this video and I say, hey, you might want to check out our video on how to get 4,000 hours of watch time. I'll link to that right here. If you want to watch our video on how to make a thumbnail, that's right here. If you want to learn how to make money on YouTube, there's a video here. And oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to link to the little button over there. With all of those calls to action, someone's not going to know what to click on. They're going to be confused. So chances are the end screen ends and YouTube starts playing another video. They are overwhelmed, click on another video to watch in suggested videos that might not be one of your videos, or just closes out of YouTube altogether. Mistake number 3, not actually making a recommendation for what to watch next. So I see a ton of YouTubers just say, hey, thanks for watching. And then the video ends, and then maybe some of the end screen elements come up to subscribe or watch one of the other videos. Or a lot of the free, easy to use templates for your end screen kind of have the same idea of just, hey, we're going to play some music. Hopefully they click on something, but if not, no big deal. So what I'm going to walk you through in our actual tutorial of how to create a end screen, which I'll link to up above right here, is how to do it in Canva. But some of their pre-made templates are not my favorite. So if you look at what they have here, if you search for YouTube outro, you'll see kind of what I was talking about, something that covers the entire screen. So say this example, why don't we click on, I'll show you what it looks like. Also, I don't know if I recommend doing videos like this, especially if you're going to be talking, because if you're talking for 5, 10, or 15 seconds, you're going to have to go and update this. And so we usually just use a image instead of a video at the end of your videos. But you can see if we play this. And so this is my favorite, just have 2 videos showing some music on. Maybe they'll click on something, maybe they won't. What I would probably do here, if you're gonna use some type of template like this, is have, one of the squares be a video of you talking like this, where you can say on screen, hey, this video is really amazing. Definitely click on it. Watch this video next. See you next time. Something like that. So here's our end screen. If you haven't created yours yet, check out this video right here where I walk you through a couple of options on how to create end screens using Canva. Also, if you want to retain your audience to the end to see your end screen, check out this video down below. I hope to see you in those and future videos. Bye-bye.